Let's talk about how companies are organizing their data for the age of AI. In the past, companies used data warehouses to manage and analyze their data. But the issue with data warehouses was that it only allowed structured data. In fact, it was a schema on write system. This meant that any data that we brought into a data warehouse had to fit a predefined schema. Anything that did not fit the predefined schema was not loaded. But if we really wanted to bring different types of data like semi-structured, unstructured data, then we needed a more flexible system than what data warehouses provided. So the industry came up with a more flexible system called a data lake. This was a schema on read system. This meant that there was no schema enforced at the time of loading data into this data lake. But the schema was enforced only at the time of reading the data. So you could bring in all types of data into a data lake. Data warehouses were primarily built to manage and analyze transaction data, which was mostly structured, like sales data. As an example, you could use the data warehouse to find out if the sales were going down, but you could not tell why the sales were going down. For that, you might have to correlate with outside data sources like Yelp data or social media postings to get the pulse of the customer as to what they're really thinking about the product. But this type of data was generally not structured data, so it could not be loaded into a data warehouse. So you would have to load this data into a data lake. So companies ended up using both data warehouses and data lakes to get better insight. Data warehouses are good for business intelligence reporting like BI, but not good for data science work like machine learning or AI. On the other hand, data lakes are good for data science work like machine learning or AI, but not so good with business intelligence reporting like BI. Data lakes need some data engineering to prepare the data for business intelligence reporting or BI. So many organizations extract, transform, and load data from a data lake into a data warehouse to do business intelligence reporting or BI work. On the other hand, many organizations export data out of a data warehouse into a data lake to do some data science work involving machine learning and AI. This has pushed the industry to come up with a new architecture called Data Lakehouse, sometimes also known as just Lakehouse. It has best of both, that is data warehouse and data lake. So Lakehouse architecture has both the capabilities, the business intelligence reporting of data warehouses and the data science capability of data lakes. Most cloud vendors support this Lakehouse architecture. The leading cloud provider, that is AWS, has support for this Lakehouse architecture through their product called Redshift. The Redshift product was originally a fully managed data warehouse in the cloud, but it now supports Lakehouse architecture with 3 new added features: Spectrum, data export, and federated query. This Lakehouse architecture is also available as open source as promoted by Databricks. Databricks calls it Delta Lake. This is a layer on top of your data lake that fits a predefined schema. Anything that doesn't fit this predefined schema can be set aside in quarantine. It also allows you to do ACID transactions, that is consistent transactions, because it has transaction logs under the hood. Basically, it gives you the best of both, the data lake and data warehouses. It can be deployed on any cloud platform, AWS, GCP, or Azure. Come learn more about data warehouses, data lakes, and lakehouse architecture here at UpTinker. Reach out to us using the link below, and thank you for watching.